importante pa po ba sa prosecution kung ma-identify o makita yung assassins o hindi na?
Hindi na ho yun mahalaga, no? Dahil nga kahit dun sa crime of grave threat, hindi naman ho kailangan no, ma-identify pa kung sino yan. At lalo naman ho dito, nang usapin ho dito ay yung betrayal of public trust no, and culpable violation of the Constitution. And pasensya na ho kayo kung paulit-ulit, ang mas importante ho dito, emphasize natin, may question lang sa pagkakakilanlan nung tao na kinausap ng Vice Presidente para patayin ng Presidente. Pero wala nang question kung meron ba siyang kinausap, meron bang ganong tao no, na nagkaroon ng agreement no, na patayin ang Presidente. Dahil ang sagot dyan, napakalinaw, meron.
Klaro po na impeachment trial, hindi po parehas sa usual na criminal proceeding na kinakailangan mo talagang yung sinasabi nilang beyond reasonable doubt na kailangan mo i-produce lahat ng material, ebidensya, witness, etc. No? Kasi ongoing investigation pa rin daw ito. No? Ang sa amin lang, ang babalikan natin yung fitness niya. Ibig sabihin yung fitness niya to remain in public office. Babalikan ko, kanina, na-mention nga ni Attorney Jay, itong survey na to. Itong survey, minsan kasi nagmamatter din yung timeline kung kailan to kinundak. No? Minsan, di natin alam kung kailan nila itong kinundak. Maybe prior to the trial. What my point is, hindi yan continuous na maging basis mo or take the survey as a biblical truth level. Kasi hindi yan sustainable yung pag-akyat, minsan bumababa. And it does not absolve for example, yung accountability niya under the Constitution. Again, ito'y pinag-uusapan dito yung fitness niya to remain in office. Whether itong pagbabantaban niya ay inaalaw ng Constitution. Yung pagbabanta niya sa Presidente, dinescribe niya yung usapan nila nung hitman para patayin ni Presidente, ito ba'y inaalaw sa Constitution? Actually, it's not only her betrayal, it's actually her betrayal to the mandate given to her by the people, no? So, yun lang po yung babalikan natin, no? Ito ba ay isang bagay na inaalaw ng ating konstitusyon at tinatanggap na konstitusyon na hindi? Hindi yan actually, kumbaga parang accepted yan na within the frame, pasok pa rin yan na hindi siya violative doon sa constitutional standard na sinet ng ating saligang batas sa mga taong naluluklok sa mga matataas na posisyon. Sa palagay namin, very clear po yan. Hindi po yan ina-accept at hindi po yan yung ini-expect ng ating saligang batas na pag-uugali ng isang pangalawang Pangulo.
Paano po ngayon, nabanggit si Mayor Baste na sinabi niya ulo lang ng Pangulo. Si BP Sara naharap dahil do sa threat, no? So possibly di ba makasuhan din si Mayor Baste dahil meron din siyang possible na threat sa Pangulo at hindi lang po yun, yung mga dumalo doon sa event ng range na sinabi ni NBA Chief kanina, mayroong mga senador at may iba pang mga individual na kilala nandun.
Hindi, kailangan mo itanong kay Director Matibag yun. Kung, kasi sila naman yung nagsabi that they are taking these utterances seriously. No? So, tingnan natin kung meron silang pagpapalalim pa doon po sa naganap pong event po na yun. Okay? Next question, please.
Vel Custodio po from PTV. In an ambush interview po last April 30, nung dumalo din si Director Matibag sa clarificatory hearings ng House, sinabi po niya na isa po doon sa mga inimbestigahan nila na persons of interest ay member ng AFP. Do you have information right now kung ito pa rin po ba yung tinututukan ng NBI, and are this or yung member ba na AFP na yon ay active or retired?
At the moment, hindi pa ho namin alam. So, antayin ho natin, baka bukas mailabas yon or after the trial proceedings po. Kasi tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman po yung pag-imbestiga po nila.
Sir? Gab from Inquirer, sir. Sir, tanong ko lang kasi I know that your stand is that parang yung questionable yung line of questioning ng defense kay Attorney Matibag. Pero hindi ba yung mga ni-raise niyang points, like for example yung tungkol sa boto ng kanyang asawa, tungkol sa yung mga column niya sa Daily Tribune, at yung mga iba pa niyang mga previous pronouncements ay legitimate concerns in terms of fairness and yung kawalan ng mga biases?
Well, yung kailangan natin maglinaw, nasagot ko naman na kanina yun doon sa boto ng asawa niya. So tingin ko dapat may hiwalay naman pong buhay at paninindigan ng asawa niya, no? Doon sa politika nilang dalawa. So I think hindi na kailangan sagutin yon, already answered. Pero yun doon sa column, I think we have to be very clear that I think yung pong mga articles na binabanggit were written nung pong panahon na hindi pa ho siya NBI director. No? So siyempre, ang totoo, we will let the defense raise these particular concerns. But of course, I will agree with you na ito po talaga yung pwedeng mga maitanong doon po kay Director Matibag. Ang mahalaga naman po, nag-clarify siya na hindi ito nakakaapekto doon sa kanya pong trabaho bilang head po ng NBI. And I don't think he has made very political statements when he assumed office po as NBI director.
Dadagdagan ko, when he was writing for the Daily Tribune, he was there as an opinion writer. And precisely the reason why he was hired is to share his opinion, and that is his opinion, and that is within the bounds of the law. He's allowed to do that because that's precisely why he was there, to give his opinion. But remember, when he assumed the NBI, there was already that initial preliminary investigation. So hindi siya yung nag-trigger dito na para imbestigahan ang Vice President. In fact, when sa mga tanong nga kanina ng defense, what they have proven is there was already that preliminary investigation conducted prior to his assumption. So yung kung ano po yung mga opinion niya doon sa broadsheet na yon ay hindi yun ng paksa ng investigasyon na kinokonduct ng NBI. Ang paksa ng investigasyon ay yung pagplano at pagtatangkang pagpatay sa nakaupong presidente.
Sir, yung naging sagot ni Attorney Matibag dun sa tanong ni Attorney Vinluan kung bakit niya sinulat yung mga storya na yon, ang parang sinabi pa nga niya na hindi naman siya yung nag-coin nung term na Bratinela kung hindi sinabi ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. Dahil magkasama sila noon at narinig niya raw na sinabi ni former President. Do you think yung pagiging close at dating kaalyado, dating PDP laban, dating cabinet secretary ni Attorney Matibag would boost his credibility na he is not something who would do this investigation out of nothing, out of thin air?
Well, ultimately, it will depend on the lens that you're taking. No? So, syempre, people might say na that is a clear indication of bias, but some other person, like other persons would say na, no, that would be a reason to show na there is no bias, kundi the person is just doing his job. So, we will leave it to the public and to the Senate judges to make that determination. Kasi, nangyari naman ho talaga yun. The articles were written and the investigation is being pursued by the NBI director now. No? So, we will leave it to those who will have to decide on whether or not he has high credibility or not.